identifying somebody who is needy, somebody has been admitted at the hospital, he has been discharged, but he cannot raise the money. But in a way, that person can be able to raise that money. So because you are also in the industry, how do we identify legit people who need the help that the government has said that it's going to provide?
All right. On this topic, I'm very firm. We have a department called Medical Social Work, and they have a scientific tool which we can call a means testing. And so we, the board and the management has prepared facilities. We have vehicles which we send to do it's called something called a home visit. So if you have your patient and they have a bill of say 500,000 and you say no, I cannot afford, and it is my spirit, I think this person cannot afford, but I cannot for now for us to waive and take that waiver and say now we are requesting for approval for a waiver, we have to make sure that we understand who we are dealing with. We'll send a vehicle with a social worker to that person's home. If you find there's no chicken, there's no mbuzi, the house is made of grass, then automatically that's a person to waive. So you realize this is factual. But if I come and I find your place, you stay in somewhere here in Nairobi, you have a nice Subaru out there, and you're saying, no, I cannot afford, what will I say? We'll say no. The answer is no, we will not waive. And so I am very firm on this direction, because you find people who are trying to use what is called the available social safety nets, which should not be allowed. We should be very firm against such people. And the medical social work team is one of the strongest that this country has. I think this is a good feedback. But generally, to add and discuss about universal health care, and I think to be able to make this mandatory, there were some ways that had been proposed, which have now been suspended. So the ways that had been suspended was to link it to government services, that if you do not subscribe, you do not contribute monthly, you do not get you'll be denied some government services. That has been suspended by the Court of Appeal. We had some other things like trying to provide where institutions in this country, either SACCOs or banks, can provide what is called premium payment. Then we fuliza you slowly and you pay. This can be very good, especially for the young people. We have to find ways of supporting SHA on ways to find as many people to log into this as possible. Whether we use the churches, whether we use whichever direction, we must find more than 60% of our population onboarding to this. Otherwise, the conversation is dead before we begin.